Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mañana, 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 mañana is good enough for me. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Um, so I was gonna just kind of take the day off, and I am gonna take the day off. In fact, this will be probably the only live that I cook up today. Um, so we did have we had a pretty action filled night, I guess you might say. Um, Ernie with his bag of shovels, just I mean he's a showman. A job that would take one shovel like this guy's going to bring 18 shovels and just take turns using them all. So just to get a good feel for the performance of each one. So um, this is going to be mildly, I guess, related to summer, but more obviously focused on Big Skern. So this will be for entertainment purposes this morning. Fair use disclaimer. It is for education, entertainment, educational purposes, and for the purposes of cons- uh, constructive criticism. That's what we'll call it. But we will use. We will. Affairs. That's not what we wanted. Affairs. Yeah. Yeah. Right here, the fair use is a doctrine of the United States copyright law that allows limited use of copyright materials without regarding permission from the rights holders, such as for commentary, criticism, and news reporting, research, teaching, or for purposes of a scholarship. Now, Big Skern, he said he's in Canada. That's what he said. Said he's in Canada after Cher. He's gonna kill Cher. Well, it was actually Tina. I'll show you who actually did the threatening. The lady with the stinky hair, Tina, right? Looks like she just messes up any pillow she lays on. I don't know. I've just always thought those dreadlocks were just kind of stinky, But this gal right here, and actually that's Ernie holding the gun, but the baby is just right over here, and here they are playing with guns. So that's an attractive look. This is the same lady that also uses her child for a meat puppet, in terms of creating all these things with Ernie, and then they pull the guns out, right? So he said that this is movie quality. I can't be the judge of that. Law enforcement and child protection, they would be the better judges of that. So definitely going to have that gun inspected. I don't think that thing is. It looks like it probably been fired hard and clean never. So we need to cock, lock, oil, and box that thing, right? So, anyways, guys, that's welcome to the barbecue this morning. I don't typically do Sunday morning fuckery or Sunday after morning fuckery, but we will be doing. We will be covering the fuckery this morning. This is, guys. What I want to tell you is this lady here. Go look at her. Her name is Tina Simmerly on Facebook. Tina, let me show you Tina. Tina's calling me from. Oh goodness, Jesus! Look at this. Let me come back over here so I can see what I got going on here. Look at this shit. This is Tina Simmerly. Okay, there's Lizzie. Tina Simmerly. Just, I mean, 5 times in a minute. Like literally. Like these are coming in like and they don't even come in. That's the thing. Like you can see they're red, they're missed calls, right? So they never even ring. They just they hit the box and then they go away. So Tina is really on some West Coast funk. So Tina also is calling from this number right here. It says Lisa Taylor, but we know that's Tina. So Tina, I just want a good morning kiss. Just hold on. Signing in from Hartwell, Georgia. Thank you, Miss Moore. We appreciate you. Yes, forewarning, yelling will be involved. Tina don't want to answer the phone now. I'm just returning 1,870 of her fucking telephone numbers right now. All right, so big old Stern now. He just he just fucking lacks restraint around this motherfucker, man. Oh God. Oh, look at the faces on those. Yo, Laura, we fucked up. Imagine that. At least she's honest about it. She is pretty honest about coming up and saying she fucked up after about 1,600 people have told her. Let's go here real quick. Let's go check out the A balance. I typically don't do this, but I'm going to do this for the purposes of. Oh yeah, he just changed the title. That's awesome. Thank you for that, sir. Who do we have here? We have a new one. See, she's answering, but she don't want to answer on the live. Oh, method. So we went to 102 on here.
He then got with
throw a big one up in the chat. You can hear Ernie just kicking his shit on the video, man. Let me know if you can hear that there. Come on now. Can you hear Ernie's voice?
Raven, the psychic. And from there, they was.
Can you hear his voice? Do you hear the video, guys? Shit. One. Okay. Cool. Oh, Tina called again. Tina Bina Bobina. All right. So, ABHD had Ernie on last night, and this is fucking classic. You know, we've talked about the hypodermic needle issue with Ernie, and I tell you what, Ernie just. Oh, hold on, guys. It's Tina. Tina, good morning. Tina? I mean, you called 8,700 times, and now you've called and not answered. What are you, fucking 7? Orderly. So, I'm going to go ahead and just take care of that real quick. Oh, let me show you what she texted me last night. She said, not scary, just pathetic. You're going to die, faggot. See it there? So, Tina, I sent her the picture of her holding the gun and told her that about 50 of my friends have called CPS already. So instead of the wet paper bag she's fighting online, it'll be a real one. A lot of us over here have mandated ourselves as reporters. And so what does that mean? We don't play that shit, homie. Right? Yeah, I thought you was the man, homie. I thought you was the man, homie. I thought you had a plan, homie. So Big Skern, boy, I don't know what he put in the end of that fucker, but that shit was hot. Because when he came on ABs, he was in rare fucking form, you guys. He was wound up tighter than a manic hypodermic needle. Fucking Ernie's Big Skern was just dropping. I mean, he was just fucking spilling game out of his pockets on the ground. People just running around grabbing his game. He's got just so fucking much game. Oh, how we doing over here in the chat, y'all? Rebel Ridge, what the business is? You understand me? What up, y'all? So, big old Skern dog. Big old Skern dog.
812, you're on the air.
812. Whoop. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
812.
812. Breaker. You know, it's that culty Wi-Fi. It's really hard to make a connection.
Texas, Kansas City tonight. Great calls. Let's see.
Oh wait, guys, that's not a fair representation of what he looks like. Actually, oh Tina, you definitely did not go through a hunter safety course with that motherfucker there. That's the perfect standard issue 9mm Beretta, guys. That is a nice firearm. Before I was a felon, I had one in the silver. That is a fine firearm. Now, let's see. You know what? I'm not going to do that right now. We'll save that for later. I have AB's whole childhood photo album, for fuck's sake. Mandy, I appreciate that. But this is God's work. So thank you for movie gun. Yeah, but I'll let the official. I mean, I know what type of gun it is by looking at it. I'm well versed at looking at guns and telling what kind they are. Like that's a Beretta 9mm. But it looks real enough that I can tell the make and model, right? I am trying to figure it all out, Mandy. And hey, I appreciate you. Yeah. I mean, just go ahead and dis-subscribe. That's okay. I apologize, but this is some different shit we got going on here, and I'm just taking a moment. All right. So just hold on, right? You just said. I have a design, right? Let me unfold the design, ma'am. Okay? Thank you. Okay.
Welcome.
Holy shit! Big Skern. Oh, wow.
Hunter, what's shaking, man?
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
They're brothers already. Look at them. They look like they could be brothers. In fact, AB is a fine doppelganger for Shelby, isn't he? Hooah!
Good.
Oh man,
okay, so we'll take this.
Oh God.
Let me
pull this off now.
See, that's the nature of it though. Like he wants to have the validation that other people like the sound of his voice as much as he does.
Running for my life right
AB's just the same.
right now. Benny is actually connected to.
Whoa! Hold on. Is it any? We didn't even make it 10 words in, and my name is the one that's pursing his lips.
The people who has a hit on me right now.
A hit. You know what kind of hit I got out for you, dude? Is that if ever in my travels in the US of A, I see you at a corner store, I'm going to knock the dog shit out of your nose left, right? What's that on the map? Left is east, or west, rather, sir. I will knock the shit out of your nose to the west, sir. That's what kind of hit I got on for you.
I've already proved that. Already done.
Sir, you need to prove that you don't have issues with law enforcement and the federal government in your own jurisdiction before you start proving that I'm going to beat your ass. Sir, that would require a whole lot of concerted effort on my part to pound you in the ground like a fence post.
Now, I know why they're doing this with Don Wells and protecting him. It's because of all the money they're raking in.
I assure you, there is no money being raked. I do not. I repeat, I do not approve of any lawn work. I do not rake leaves. We do not have trees, so I do not own any of those sort of garden implements.
On their YouTubes and stuff. That's why.
Oh, on the YouTubes and stuff. This guy just fucking made a post saying that all the donations he makes, I mean, he's getting enough donations to fund the production of a fucking sleazy spinoff of Billy the Exterminator, guys. You guys know who I'm talking about? Oh, shit, look at that. Hold on. Isn't that him? I mean, look, that's the crew. That's the PHN crew, man. That's the Peter Hunter Nation, man. The Peters. Look at all them, man. Oh, fuck. Look there. Look at these fucking clowns. Oh, shit. This guy, he actually lost his show because he got caught with some meth. Right here, look, this is his bookend. I mean, I see why he wears the glasses. He's got beautiful fucking eyes. Jesus, look at those eyes. I mean, they just cut through cut through all the walls one could build up to protect themselves from beautiful eyes. Like, put your glasses back on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
My sheriff, we started shaking her up, and now she has to have somebody to throw the blame on.
Shaking her up. Now, this is his MO, right? He has never threatened a fucking man in his life. In fact, he had his chance on my channel to do what he's doing now the first night, but he was scared. He didn't do that, right? So, oh, there's that Maui girl. There's that disgusting little Maui girl. Oh, God. Yeah. Fucking link that shit up. See, this is what I call reverse psychology, right? So what does that mean, guys? What that means is I can essentially put on anyone I want on my show, and they are going to grab the sloppy seconds.
She's throwing it on us. I've got all the screenshots, all the threats, everything. She's trying to work agreement out with us, right? Well, she was.
Well, so what happens when you fish for fish is you know, the way I fish in the city is I don't have access to live night crawlers. So I got to use what's called bait, right? So what is bait, guys? Bait is, I don't have to show you. Bait is a artificial representative of the real thing. So what you would do is if you were trolling a tool like the shovel shell, you would tell them, yes, I got something on Don. Putting the screenshots out. What do you think, that Don's going to believe your screenshots over Cher's word? Motherfucker, we ain't been planning this for an hour. We've been planning this all week. Who the fuck you think you playing with, boy? Look at the both of y'all caught in the same snare. 2 foot, 1 trap. So I can pretty much, guess what? You guys, I'm going to be bringing someone on my channel first this next upcoming week. And what you'll see is directly after, AB is going to bring them up. So I'm going to control the narrative over here on AB's channel here for, I don't know, as long as I fucking feel like it. It is great content. Actually, I want to take this moment to give a big shouts out to Zav Girl. I don't know you. I've never even heard your voice, know what you look like, but I did hear that you stepped off the fucking live with Doug, no thanks, and AB Scotty Priestham. Thank you for that, madam. That showed a whole lot of fucking class on your part. So, moving forward.
And now we pretty much said no to her, and now she has to go to the...
Yeah. No, what happened was actually the reason why she went to the police was we were all talking on a private live that was being recorded, And so we just put the phone up to the recording, and we got multiple death threats recorded from Tina and Ernie. So actually, I implored Cher and Mark to go to the police because Ernie and Shell were, Ernie and Shell, fucking Simmerly and Shell were calling from, let me show you guys. This is their tactic, right? So their tactic, read that number, Ontario, Canada. So this, Ernie and Simmerly, Tina Bobina, they created an Ontario number, and then they called Cher and tried to scare her and threaten her because she wouldn't give them any information about Don. And because what Shell is really looking for is for Cher to reverse the stop on the interview. That's what Shell is really worried about. Shell wants that interview because he's got to have that interview in order to jumpstart his TV show. Now, do I think that Shell could get a TV show? Well, this fucking idiot got one, right? So stands to reason this fucking idiot could get one too. I mean, this guy, he actually kills some bugs, and we know he actually touches some bugs. This guy hasn't handed out not one fucking day of time. He built his whole fucking channel in existence on chasing predators, but he chases them in a fucking county and state where they have a law against it. He says he works parallel with law enforcement, but we have seen not one shred and fiber of parallelism. Moving forward.
The police. She knows about Summer. She's pretty much automatically already said that.
Let me tell you this. So what information Ernie is moving on right now is there was an elderly lady that trolled Ernie, right? So, she trolled Dusty Albritton too. She gave some information to Dusty and to Ernie about a month ago that if I were to release this information right this second, it would put the internet in a fucking, it would tie the internet in a knot. And my people know that's facts, right? Now, what the play is that they've had this information and they have not turned it over to the TBI. And what they did was they asked this elderly lady to not turn it over to the TBI as well. So what they're doing is they're using this lady who trolled them and said that they've been speaking with Don and that they have information, and they gave it to Dusty, right? So then Dusty hires Ernie to come in on this information, which actually wasn't a psychic apparition, right? It was actually someone who trolled them and gave them all of this information, and they just jumped on it, right? So then when he came down and he thought, well, hell, with my 18 years of fugitive recovery, I could have cracked Don. Well, it was a lot of the behavior that you displayed that I think that kept you away from being able to do that quite naturally. So, I think that Ernie he's set up in a good spot, right? I mean, he is caught between a TV show and the penitentiary. I mean, that is just, it is a race, right? We are seeing a real Joe Exotic-esque type situation unfold in real life. See, most of us in America, we didn't get a chance to see Joe Exotic act a fucking fool. But we can watch this guy right here.
Tell it in their feeds and everything when they start talking about it. But if you want me to tell what I know, I can.
We would like you to snitch away just the way you did on your brother's trial. And thank you for that, because your brother was we didn't know he was a sexual offender until we sent him to prison. Then we found out he likes boys.
Well, hold on. Before we go any further, have you went to the TBI with any information that you knew? Is it any drops like that has to do with the investigation? Related to
everything that comes to us, we turn over to the TBI.
That's a fucking lie. You want me to tell you why? Is because he's wanted by the TBI. he's wanted by the government for questioning. So there's absolutely no fucking way he reached back to the TBI and told them, Dick, okay? This man, you want to know when Ernie is lying? When his mouth is open. Whoa, 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 look. I mean, even if it's just the slightest bit of teeth shining through, there's a fucking lie right in front of it. Or sometimes right behind it.
TBI, everything.
That's a lie.
This is new. This just happened like an hour ago. I'm not even in place to.
This did not happen an hour ago. This happened when he first came down almost 3 weeks ago. He came down on information that a troll gave to Dusty because the troll created accounts that made it look like she had been talking to Don for a long time. And those were passed over to Ernie and Dusty 3 weeks ago. I have the copies of all of them. You will never see them because unless he shows you, I mean, if he shows you, I'll throw them out. We'll throw them out. We'll have to talk to Cher and Mark about throwing them out. But this guy has been sitting on the information. That's what all this is about. That's what this is about. See, I just found out last night that this guy had these leads from the troll 3 weeks ago. He's just now telling the TBI. This man would never call the police before he could swoop in and play the fucking hero. Right now, let me tell you what this is so dynamic about this situation. There is an older gal, older than him, and her name is Tina Simmerly. Tina Simmerly actually is she's a cult leader. Look her up. Look, as I'm saying her name, she's calling. Hold on. 12:27. What is this? 12:28. She just called. She's been calling while I've been talking about her. Yeah, twice. So Tina Simmerly is well versed in the cult of arts, the art of occult, and so that's why you never hear Ernie telling her to shut up, because really Tina has the key in his back, right? And I said that to Ernie, and Ernie's like, key in the back. And I was like, yeah, like toy soldier, like you're you don't even know what a toy soldier. You are a toy soldier sent by the rest of the world to communicate idle and biteless threats from your handler, Tina Simmerly.
To do that, this like 45 minutes ago. I've got all the screenshots, got everything. I mean, they're really flipping out. We busted them up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, AB's just been just busting them down. He's just been picking them up and putting them down. Yeah, I mean, that was a great display with Emma and Zap Girl, or whatever the fuck it was. I'm just getting pieces. I can't watch that shit, but I will watch this.
Drop it here if you want. Let Mike.
Yeah, drop it right here. Like, we would definitely like to put it on live before it goes to the TBI. If it's really real. See, he wants this guy to expose a lie online just for the ratings. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. No, guys, these two are fucking showmen. I mean, these two are fucking showmen, right? So you've got one that's dedicated his life to trolling people. I mean, he's missing watching his child grow up because he's busy trolling, quite on the set. And this guy here, he's just busy just fucking hanging out with predators because he ain't fucking locking them up. Not one day has he handed out and built his whole persona on being a predator hunter, but can't get them locked up. You know what happened there? Ernie started hunting predators and got way too committed to this lifestyle before he found out he couldn't actually lock one up. And he's like, oh, shit. If I quit now, Grandpappy's going to roll over in hell.
No, because we've been battling him the last few hours.
Sir, nobody battles you. We've all bought a ticket to watch you, AB, whip your own ass, sir.
Putting him on blast on my other channel, of course.
Oh, yeah, put me on blast. Well, guess what? Nobody comes around telling me about the shit you say. I don't watch it. And nobody comes around. You are on an island with all of these idiots right here. Yes, this is going to be good. This is worth staying up for. Jake Anderson, I couldn't find it looking quickly at her last video. I saw it on Facebook post. I could only watch a few minutes of it. I will find it. I tell you. This is what I come over here to look at. This fucking idiot. Nobody even pays attention to him. They're over here looking at this. Mama Bear. Look at that. Look at the fucking hate in here. I mean, this is uncanny. You're not going to go anywhere online and find this sort of hate. Be careful. Those losers had someone hit my link and flash a beep, and it was very, very small. Well, this is a very, very small man. So it stands to reason that the anatomy attached to that would, in fact, coincide. We can, in fact, probably now corroborate a small penis directly straight to Ernie. We'll call him Ernie Flaccid. So moving on.
Please let us know.
What do you need? What all do you need? You want me to go live? Or
Sir, there is not enough cellular time in the fucking world for AB to tell you what he actually needs. He needs about 10 years of back loving put all on in one evening, right? He needs a blind date. He needs someone to fucking send him a link to Tinder.
You want to bring me on or what?
Oh, put him on. Does he not know he's already on?
Well, you're live right now.
Oh, yeah. Ernie is a fucking tech giant, guys. Good thing he doesn't have a car that is push button start, because that's just too many things to fucking have a key, but you can't put it in. Like, that would be a problem, wouldn't it, Ernie?
What happened? Just in a nutshell, give us a summary.
So what happened is,
yeah, in a nut, Ernest shell. In a nutshell. Yes, you are a nutshell.
we was asked.
We was ain't even what it is. It's we were.
To join, just to help elderly couple in a search.
Yeah.
He was not. See, but there you hear the talk of the elderly, right? That's the troll. I'm telling you this. It's 3 weeks ago. He's telling you right the fuck now, guys. I have not watched any of this shit. I'm stopping and reacting as I go. I'm actually watching this for the first time with you. What I do know is that this had a different cover photo on it, and that he wanted me to come do this. So here I am.
And then, of course, where we do busted predators and where we're
he has not busted one predator. Dude, fuck you mean, bro. Like, come on. We'll get to that. Ernie's last catch was a fucking 70-year-old man that was in a park. And I'll tell you what he was sentenced to. That gentleman was sentenced to a severe, don't let me catch you doing this again, or I'm gonna fucking do nothing. I'm gonna stand around you again with all these ugly motherfuckers with fucking leather wristbands with steel beads in them and shit. And we're just gonna fucking stare at you again and just chase you around with the camera. Goddamn me.
all over the internet with that. It was just pretty much like they found out about it. So they sent Benny. I never had heard of him because I don't do these.
Yes, we found out that he was chasing leads from a troll. So I did. I trolled him and I brought him up, guys. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you.
Things. But Benny sent me a message and he was like, hey, man, we want to bring you on the show. You know, we want to bring you on and do.
We wanted to catch you in captivity. We knew that if we tipped you off, you would not act like a true reptile in captivity, right? We paid good money for this shit, right? So we want to make sure that you don't come over all amped up on whatever it is you put in that dart and fucking like we want you organically, sir. So yes, I did. I said, yeah, I told the team, I said, yeah, this guy, I bet you I can get him up here and fucking spill the fucking beans. And I didn't. I wasn't able to get to the part. I was able to get him to talk about his brother and you know, all that ugly shit that didn't have nothing to do with any of it. So he likes to talk, right? What he's upset about is I put the key in his back and he couldn't shut his own fucking mouth, right? I kept asking and he kept telling. Yeah.
Do a live video with. I said, okay, cool.
Yes, again, because I wanted to catch a reptile in its organic fashion, and I wanted to be able to slam him online and talk about this older gal who trolled the dog shit out of him, and why he was actually chasing leads from a troll instead of going straight to the police, which he did not do.
Cool. So they tried to set me up with a question about why, Sure had brought. I didn't even know who Sure was.
He's a liar. He did know who Cher was because he's been watching all of it, breaking down what Don's saying, right? He knows exactly who Cher is. Now, it is possible that maybe he doesn't know who Prairie Boy is. That could be true, but I would say definitively that no one covering the Summer Wells case, no one does not know. There isn't a person who doesn't know who Cher is, right? That's facts, right? Everybody knows who Cher is, right? That's facts. Hold on, guys. Mañana.
I only noted from a screenshot that when we did the search that day, she tagged Don Wells while we was searching. After that, they called off the interview we supposed to do with Don Wells. That was already.
We cut off the interview because we realized he had taken the bait and he had went to do an investigation and collect evidence from a troll at a racetrack. But we knew all this was going to happen, guys. Pardon me. If you guys aren't familiar with this, it's Costco brand tangerine mango water.
Set up. They called it off after that. I didn't know it.
We called it off. It never was a thing, right? How else would we get you down here to prove that we knew that you were investigating tips that hadn't been given to the TBI yet? We couldn't fucking give you we couldn't give you worms with no hook. We had to drag you down out of the woods, man, fucking entrapping men that you can't get in trouble anyways, right? Like, you're on safari and you want to fucking shoot the cheetah because the cheetah's hungry for gazelle, right? Like, that's not for you to do, sir. There's like what Ernie does is he takes these simple predators up there in the woods and he uses just a really simple, just a really simple, crude sort. Like, there's no science in what he does, right? Like, and I'm sure that a lot of these, because there's no there's no jail involved with any of this, like, these are probably setups, right? Like, that's my next mission, is to find the people, anyone who's watching this from down there in Cosby and Newport. If you know any of these gentlemen that are popping up in this shit, we'd like to pull one on and get the post-production shit. We sure would like to see what that looks like. Oh, fuck.
Fans left. I mean, thanks. But
Right.
Benny sent me a message, and he was like, "Hey, man, we want to bring you on the show. We want to bring you on and do a live video with you." I said, "Okay, cool."
All he had to do was go look at the video before the one he starred in, and he would have seen me talking shit about him. He just didn't do any background, right? I got a full dossier on this fucking fool. I've already pulled him out of the woods doing what he was doing to bring him down and put him at the racetrack and start looking for leads that he hadn't turned into the TBI yet, right? This fool is not going to go search. Think about this, guys. This fool did not pop up in a search with everybody else and the police. This fool popped up at a spot and searched by himself with a dog with a bad hip. And 3 other fucking dumbasses, at least. Right? There's mounds of dirt. And then it turned into all this other shit, right? Like, all of that had nothing to do with the police, right? So I told him last night when we talked, like, he rage quit on a live or on a Facebook video chat. I said, dude, don't you know, like, if searchers out there, they find some shit, don't you know they're going to put a flag or they're going to mark it and they're going to move away from it. And then they're going to radio in law enforcement who's going to come in here and bring, you know, a collection specialist, a CSI person to essentially, you know, photograph it organically and then pull it out of the ground and then not put it into a Ziploc baggie. Like, hold on, Ernie. This isn't evidence lab quality, sir. This is Ziploc quality, right? So those bags that are for evidence, guess what they are? They're sealed at the top. So when you put the shit in and you can close it, right? Like that's typically how that works. It isn't, hold on, guys. It isn't just as easy as digging something out of the ground that looks like it's a kid's. Hold on. Man, I've never been good at this. Cool. Let's put that on Facebook. Hold the phone.
Cool. So they tried to set me up with a question about why.
There was no setup. See, you coming down there and even doing the search in the first place, that was proof of concept. All of this extra banter between you and I is just extra shit we're documenting to really just pour the coal to you. Just put the pork on you. Pork sword.
You know, Sure had brought. I didn't even know who Sure was.
Yes, you did.
I only know her from a screenshot that when we did the search that day, she tagged off.
So which one is it? Did you have prior fucking knowledge of her or did you not? Because right here you've said both in the matter of 10 seconds.
On Wells while we was searching. After that, they called off the interview we were supposed to do with Don Wells. That was already set up. They called it off after that.
Of course. Right? Like we had to have you come down. Yes, I am bad news. If you're over here on this shit, I am public enemy number one. Yep. See, look at here. Judy Kinnaman, she wants it to be blown open. Ooh, she's like, blow it open online. Like, yes, man. Like, fuck that. Like, we don't have enough fucking time in our lives for anything else except for watching this shit.
I didn't know it was Sure that did that, but I kept that screenshot where Sure said Don Wells and tagged him. So, and that was an hour live video. So after that, Benny and Sure, they hit me up. They set me up with a question like, I'm like, yeah, we're supposed to have done an interview, and if we'd have got to say, you know, what we wanted to do and ask the questions we wanted to ask Don, that, you know, it wouldn't have been a walk in the park. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh yeah.
There you go. With his skills, it would have been a walk in the park. This fool can't fix his own affairs, but thinks he's going to be able to crack the mind of someone else. That is rare. That's rich. That's really rich.
And she comes on there and she's like, I stopped that. I was the one told him no. And I was like, well, who gave you the power to do that? And then after that,
Don did. If you want to answer to that question, Don did. Don told Cher, like, hey, just give me good advice about what I should do and what I shouldn't do. It's been good advice, right? So Ernie and AB are mad that Ernie took the bait and came down. And then he took another piece of bait when we tried to reel him in even tougher and say, yeah, we got something on Don. We got something on Don. Well, guess what? We got nothing on Don. All the rest of you got shit on Don, allegedly. We got nothing on Don. What we do for Don is try to keep the bullshit that y'all make like, hold on, really quick. I see, no. That's not what we want. This is pretty cool. How to fake book, guys. Fake book message chat generator. Hold on. This is just how it happened. Now, for those that don't know, that's Crime Story Obsessed Emma's. That's her profile picture right there, because she's the one that brought these really super extra fake fucking Grandma Candace texts. Like, this is how you could make that right here. Just watch it, guys. And it's even much easier than that on an iPhone. iPhone users know that you can text yourself, and then you can go into the, you can edit the phone number and put any phone number you want in there, or any name in there, right? And then you go in and you erase the other side, right? So essentially what you're seeing here is Emma. She says, "Hey, Emma, are you there?" That's with her own profile picture, right? So yeah, what's up? Now, what she's going to do is you take person 2 and you've got to change. There you go. Right. So, you see, so, you can do the same thing with let me show you real quick, because it's really easy, right? Watch this. So everyone knows my telephone number, right? So I'll just use my own telephone number. Fuck, I don't know how I did that, but I did that. Now, you're going to put your own number in, 624. Now, I go, Benny, Ernie said he's going to kick your butt. Okay? Now, watch. It's right here, guys. See that? Ernie said he's gonna kick your butt, right? So now, depending on what you want it to do, watch. Delete. Now, I've deleted my side, and it looks like it's just from Ernie. Look at the number. We'll call this one Tina Simmerly. Now, doesn't that make it look just like Tina Simmerly? Text me and said, Ernie's going to kick my butt. Well, then I'd do like this. Tina, fuck you and Ernie in your ears. Hold on. Hold on. So then now what I'll do is I'll erase Ernie's side. And now it's me having a conversation with myself as Tina. I mean, how fucking hard is that, guys? Now, if someone's like, oh, yeah, you can do that. That's easy, right? Well, so let's say, let's say you prove it any different. Yeah, April, what he found was a bunch of people's shit that they didn't want anymore, and they left it on the ground. That's what it was. It didn't have anything to fucking do with summer. Nothing. All right. So thank you for that, Aussie. Mwah. Back to this.
And I just went off on it. And we made a video about that. So when we cut that video, made that video, Benny seen that his fans left. I mean, we have a huge following on.
When he goes live, he may have between 20 and 40 people. He does not have, like, he puts out media all the time on his channel that gets zero interaction. So I guess he doesn't think we can see his views. What he needs to do is sign in and look at himself through one of his troll accounts. And he'll be able to see that we see, like, nobody watches that shit, dude. Like, AB is just giving you the biggest play you've had besides the play with me.
And after that, Cher started and then she was like, we need to work this out. We need to talk to each other. And she seen that we were still searching. She said,
you were searching where we sent you to search through Dusty. And then Dusty told you.
Seen that people still sending us tips. Everything we get, we send to the TBI.
That's a lie, because if that were the fact, TBI would have called him back or whatever. He would have been, you know, potentially he would have been made aware that his tip led to nothing. Now, I don't believe that would be true, but you would know if they took the tip seriously, because people in the area would say, oh, they're over at Volunteer doing this, this, or this, right? So Ernie knew he had a inside line on what he what he thought was a tip. And he's not taking that to the police, because guess what? Why would he have brought his fucking camera down other than, I mean, he could have double called, right? That's what you do when you're professional. You call, you set something up. Before you hit the road to make that drive, you call back and say, hey, Don, yeah. I just want to make sure we're still on, because if that's so, I don't want to blame Cher later on for bringing all this shit down here that looks like, you know, a big old camera media crew, but it's just, you know, to them down there who's never seen a camera held like this, only like this. Like it looks legitimate, right? So, you know, he could have avoided all of this by just having had made that follow-up call, right? So he didn't. And that was the lovely part about it. We're like, holy shit. I'm looking at everybody, you know, I'm like, guys, he's taking the troll. Like, do you think him coming up on my channel was the first troll? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I've been planning this for a month. Back when you seen me on the necks of all the psychics, I've been putting this together since back then.
But now it's blown out of proportion.
Oh, ain't it though? Oh, fucking ain't it though? You ain't never lied about that. Pedo apologist. Oh, your mom. What do we got over here, man? Fuck we got going on over here? Huh? What? All right. Yo, Bob, what's the business, Bob?
Beanie's threatened with threats, and he's threatening us with killings and all that.
I don't threaten with killings because I don't have to. I'm not a killer. I'm a fighter. Right? I have no interest in killing you whatsoever, sir. My interest is making sure that you know, yeah, he's fucking right that I set him up on his live. Hell yeah. I set him up with the tips that brought him down to get him on my live. Fuck you mean? Why do you think Dusty is now looking for different searchers? Go look.
He's talking about my son, and he's saying my son's gonna be molested. He's saying
Well,
I'm
you
kind
need
of
to calm down.
No, so what happened was Ernie, allegedly, Ernie doesn't have anything to do with his son. And when he left his ex-wife, Rose, what happened was that there was an issue between them. I don't know what that is. But she wouldn't allow him to see the boy. And then it turned into he just didn't come around. And then allegedly, while Ernie was out trying to protect everybody else's kids without handing out any prison time, his son was molested. And it's a tragic fucking thing. I don't know if it's even true, but I had about 20 people all sending me some sort of shit. So unless I'm the focus of some really crazy, Tennessee origined troll group, which I don't think I am. I think that this is the troll group right here. So there's just a lot of bad shit about Ernie, right? Like he just is the salt of the earth when it comes to excrement, right?
down about that because that's what Benny does. He's going to out to sabotage you in every way possible.
Oh, I know.
It's
I know.
okay.
That part's already done, sir. And this guy here on the left, which would be Ernie's right, I don't even know what I ever did to him that hurt him in here so bad that makes him focus on me like that. You know, AB at this time, man, I want to make a serious. I want to extend a serious olive branch, bro. Like I don't care what the fuck you say about me. Like, you know, that's all clown shit. That's internet shit, bro. But as men online, you know, like, you know, I apologize for whatever it is that made you change the way you feel about you, sir, because I shouldn't even have power like that in nobody's life. Like, can't nobody tell me something about me that's going to make me stop loving me, right? I mean, and somebody will say, oh, that's narcissist. Well, I guess if you don't love yourself, then what are you? You're a suicidalist. So, you know, online, you just can't be perfect. You can't even be, you can't be perfect anywhere, but online, you can't be nothing when you're stuck between a fucking AB and a fucking no thanks. You know what? You know what's so funny is that these two, this name right here and this face right here, like they actually fucking hate each other. But you know what? They will put aside their hate and love each other to hate on me. So again, I control these two participants right here. This one, I'm no thanks, and this one over here, nutshell. These two people don't even like this other guy. This guy hates this guy. I mean, go back and look through AB's stuff. Like they don't. This is just a play, right? It's just because they hate me so much, right? So now you've got these two scorned schwimmen, and this guy here. Like there is less sex being had over here than in a monastery. Facts.
His last show has just been things that he's just grasping on. He's trying to bring in, you know, where my brother's a serial killer.
His brother is not a serial killer. His brother is in prison for the killing of a Kentucky ex-mayor. Serial, it's either, hold on. This is serial, but it's also two. So it's a serial. Moving on.
Brought my brother to justice. I was the one who brought my brother to justice.
Big time, big time. That's the only years this fool has ever handed out was in his own family.
You know, he didn't care about killing anything, any kids or anything. His motto was, I'm doing them a favor. That way they don't have a chance to grow up and go to hell. And what kind of person does that?
A fucking shell does it, right? Now, what we do know is that Ernie was asked on, I believe, 2 separate occasions to submit his DNA because there was a situation in which they needed to have some DNA for Shelby's case. On 2 different occasions, Ernie declined the request. So what that does is, I mean, you don't have to give your DNA. I mean, they don't hold you down and make you do it, right? They can get a court order, but for whatever reason, I guess they had enough on his brother and the other guy, so they didn't need to pull Ernie in because also Ernie is the one that ushered his brother into justice, right? Like Ernie came in on the heroism. Look, Ernie, what is hero syndrome? Hero syndrome is a phenomenon affecting people who seek heroism or recognition, usually by creating a desperate situation which they can resolve and subsequently receive the accolades from. So the contention is that there was 2 shale boys involved in that killing of that there mayor, right? And arson. And what a hero syndrome person would do is they would be involved in some shit, and then to keep themselves out of the penitentiary, they're gonna just fuck around and usher that brother just right on in, right? We see it all the time, guys. We see it all the time. Look at Whitey Bulger. Look at, you can be a killer and stay on the outside. That's facts. I mean, that's big, tall facts. Actually, the lady that drove Eric Holder to murder Nipsey Hussle in Los Angeles, South Central Los Angeles, because she turned in Eric Holder, she got immunity. She was actually involved in the conspiracy not even a conspiracy to commit murder conspiracy, right? So she got immunity, right? So you can be involved in nefarious atrocities and still make it home. Look at Sammy the Bull Gravano. I think he had 18 or 19 or 20 hits. And he did some telling on John Gotti and never did a day in jail until he got caught with 1,000 ecstasy pills. Then he did a series of time. So, you know, guys, don't think because somebody's on the outside that they ain't just, you know, all of that, right? So, moving on.
I brought my brother to justice. He's serving 20 years right now for killing the mayor.
He's actually serving 23 years. But guess how old Shelby will be when he gets out? Still old enough to get his licks back from Ernie for putting him in jail. Shelby did not get a life sentence. This fool has put himself on an island in life to where when his brother comes home, it's going to be hell to tell the captain, bro. Hell to tell the captain.
Benny has reached out and trying to talk to my brother. And it's all for views. It's all for money. That's all it's for.
It is not for fucking views or money. You this tall motherfucker. It's for him to tell me that you had something to do with that shit. And then I'm working on a second fucking case. You got me fucked up.
You can tell how these people operate.
No, we can tell how you operate. I'm going to get you locked the fuck up. I'm going to have you locked up because I'm pretty sure you was involved with that shit with your brother. But you ushered it in, right? So when your brother comes home, you couldn't even your testimony did not bring home the bacon, my boy. The bacon would have been that's what the bacon would have been. You couldn't even get him the big L either. So what did you get, Ernie? The big L, Ernie. Your brother's coming home one day, bro. Rehabilitated. He'll come home, and guess what? He'll probably be institutionalized by then, and he may want to get his licks back. I think he probably will want to get his licks back on you, Ernie. I know that if I came home, even if I was a killer, and you had put me down in there, man, when I come home, bro, I'm about to get them licks back on you, my buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure has Dawn in her back pocket. Everything she says, and notice how she's the only one putting stuff out there.
She's not the only one putting stuff out there. This guy, I'm not even going to go on with any more of this shit. You get the fucking point, right? I mean, it is just like three monkeys fucking a football right here, right? 1, 2, 3. Like, I just can't. I don't know how much more. Guys, hold on. Let me come over here in the chat. You want me to keep going or you want me to just stop? You guys want me to stop? Put a 1 if you want me to stop. Put a 1 if you want me to stop. Put a 2 if you want me to keep going. 1s or 2s. 1s to stop, 2s to keep going. I see a no. Oh, no, don't stop. Come on, man. I'm not convinced. Keep going. Okay, they want me to keep going. All right. Square business.
Why is she the one doing it? How can she cancel something that we had to?
Because we're fucking 10 times smarter than you. There ain't enough brain power on all this fucking channel over here to keep from looking like, hey, you're either incorrect, you're victim bashing, or you've just been trolled into the fucking space continuum, my boy. Hold on, I need a cigarette. This shit is getting my, the side of my neck is just fucking, it is just a throbbing. I feel something pulmonary coming on now. Fuck. I'm so sick of this shit. So fucking sick of this shit.
Set up because the questions I had to ask Don, is not his favorite ice cream.
You didn't ask Don no fucking questions, and you made the ice cream connotation the last time. I'm going to ask him a few questions, and it ain't going to be what his favorite kind of ice cream is.
Literally. And
fucking A, literally.
You know, this has all been going on all night long. And
people, this has been going on for a month. I done had this man in my pocket for a month, performing just like a dog for a fucking milk bone.
Of course, so what we did is we started making our own videos and putting them in it and showing them where they're just grasping straws.
He did no such thing. Although it wasn't for lack of fucking trying.
Everything they're doing, they're grasping straws. But now, the two people that had set me up, and I've actually got a video recording of this. They wanted to pay people to kill me.
Guys, now, I told you before that I'm not a killer. That doesn't mean that I haven't ever killed an animal, killed a bug, shot large game, whatever. Of course, before the felonies and all, right? Now, sir, what I would do is beat the Dallas Cowboys shit right out of you, right? Like my arms, I got a long reach, sir. Like you'd have to get inside of this here. Like you got to get inside of that, bro. Like literally, I'm 6'3", 5'7" is right here. Both his arms together ain't going to be as long. His arm is from here to here. It's not about physicality. I would not have to pay somebody to kill you. I could just drive to wherever you are and hopefully get you to engage me and just give you the fucking tall business, sir. The tall business. I'll just jump inside of your body and stand up. You know what I'm saying?
And now Beanie's in on it. And I've got the screenshot that the main person who's trying to hire these people sent Beanie. So what Beanie did is he took and marked it out where you can see it.
That's not how it was at all. That wasn't how it was at all. No. What that was something that someone sent to me, and it's someone from the county where he lives in that's on his neck. Like skin, like a mole, like a necklace. They are on his fucking epidural, right? I don't got nothing to do with that. If that man does something to you, they're gonna figure out real easy. I ain't have shit to do with that, but send you the message. And that don't make me culpable, my boy.
Yeah. What he didn't understand is if you get a photo editing program, you can lighten it up, and you can almost see the name, and it's the same person who's there, and he's already admitted who he's working for.
I'm not working for nobody. What I am is communicating with people that pop up in his chats. They got a real problem with him. You guys go over and you don't have to subscribe. Maybe you just follow so you get a notification. But this gentleman here, he likes to delete the videos just as quick as he makes them. And I don't know what the science is behind that one, but I will tell you that I'm sure that we will lose this video, guys, so we're going to have fun while we're fucking here.
Hey,
I mean, we paid to be here, right?
Yeah, this guy took $400,000 from the government. It's the one that's on the news about Chuck Norris, right?
So this guy got himself involved with another gentleman that he says he was protecting. He was the bodyguard for a gentleman that took $400,000 from the government, right? Now, he was paying Ernie out of this stipend money from the government. This is facts. Ernie's already said that. Ernie got paid well by this gentleman. I'm not going to put this gentleman's name out here. But Mr. Jimbo, who is a friend of mine now from down there, Mr. Jimbo looks like he's a hell of a bowler. But we've been talking back and forth, and Ernie, he made it public. So evidently there is a federal investigation going on with this gentleman in the 400K. And Ernie is involved in it because Ernie solicited 42K out of the 400K for his protection services. So there has been signed affidavits that are putting him in with that stipend 400K. Like he actually got $42,000 of the 400K that was illicit.
Now, he didn't pay Chuck Norris at a Comic-Con. And again,
now, so what Ernie did, and you can tell that the guy that didn't pay, that Ernie was protecting, got a play out of the plan book of Ernie. So what Ernie did was Ernie hired Diamond Dallas Page and several other legendary wrestlers to come do a show at an armory where he didn't pay them, and he kept the money and ended up going to jail. So now you see someone else that Ernie is connected to that's doing the same behavior, right? So what he's saying is yeah, I was going to keep it quiet until it got exposed. Once it got exposed, now I got my arms out like, look here, man, I don't have nothing to do with that. It's too late, bro. You took $42,000.
There it is, Comic Con. You remember seeing about these child traffickers and Comic Cons and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
Okay, listen to this. Now.
Here we go. It's about to get really deep. You know what? I'm feeling like crap this morning. He is nothing. She talked to him every day. She said. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Katina Diaz.
Now that he wants to do all this, Katina Diaz lives not too far from Ernie. Miss Diaz has given me about 20 at least videos from her Blink telephone of Ernie driving by in his Challenger and in a black Chevy Silverado pickup. And he just pulls up in front of her house and then looks with his werewolf eyes and then drives off, right? Like, he doesn't do this to fucking men. He only does this to women.
Is the one that made an official report to the police officers to allow him.
Miss Diaz, yes, she did, because you've been stalking her house, and I have the videos to fucking prove it.
That she's seen Don Wells and Summer Wells a day before they went missing over to Newport Fairgrounds.
Okay. That's been turned over to TBI. I have a relationship with Miss Diaz, and she has made several police reports on Mr. Nutshell here, and there is several active investigations going on, just in corroboration with one another. This is no lie, guys. I don't come on here and lie. You know, you guys know that I don't lie to y'all. I don't have no reason to lie to y'all.
In Newport, Tennessee. Okay.
I don't take no money from you. If I took money from you, that'd be a different thing. I'll lie. I'll probably lie like the rest of them. I'll lie like a fucking cheap rug for people to send me money online. Fuck you mean.
She then got with Raven, the psychic. And from there, they was business partners. But something happened. They fell out. Why did they fall out?
Why did they fall out? I told you the other day that I had Raven on hook too, right? I had Raven on hook so deep that I felt bad that I was going to do him or her like that. So I left that one alone, right? But I did go on Juanita. I did go on Mountain Girl, and I did it. I mean, I've been having his batteries get low. I put a battery in him about a month ago, and he's been running like a sumbitch. I think it's probably time to pull him back into home base and change his 9-volt.
What happened there? Cash App tells all. Transactions tells all. Now listen to this. After that, Katina herself goes over to the Newport Fairgrounds and conducts a little rescue search or something like that. She's in flip-flops or sandals or something and got her little dog Toto with her. And she said, oh, don't go over there in them weeds. There's snakes. So.
Now, it is a fucking speedway. Just because Ernie says someone did a small little rescue, that doesn't mean shit. It's a fucking volunteer. It's a fucking public speedway.
Everything's about money, and it's sick how people are trying to make money and exploit this little missing girl, Summer Wells. That's wrong.
Well, that's exactly what is happening, and they're walking around gaslighting everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, we didn't make any fake text or any of that shit like you guys did. We didn't do any of that. We are out of gas, right? We are officially out of petroleum. We don't even have high overgouged price fucking gasoline. Our team is out of gas, guys. We are fucking exhausted.
Exactly, and they're only putting out so much information. That's why
that's what the fucking police do, you fucking idiot. All the times you've been fucking contacted about impersonating a fucking police officer, and you haven't. Sorry, wife.
The police station right now saying that we threatened.
Yeah, so.
Her if you can plainly see the other screenshot that I posted there, she automatically says, she's like, oh, let's work together. I need you to call me. I want you, like, I don't want nothing to do with that.
You did want everything to do with that because you've been following the shit around that I've been giving you for fucking 3.5 weeks now, partner.
I didn't want nothing to do with it. I mean, if she's gonna confess about knowing, which I know she does, she knows more than what she says. She pretty much gives herself away. She incriminates herself all the time.
There's nothing to incriminate themselves. He is so far skewed between virtual reality and real reality. I assure you, Cher has done nothing wrong because anything that's been questionable about anything, I assure you, has been turned into the TBI. So, yes, we are probably withholding information that just doesn't deserve the light of day on the internet, correct? Like some of this shit, it's got to be saved for down the road. If you people are able to bring charges up with Chris on Don, then yeah, man, we've got to be able to, vacuum some of the things that need to stay for a trial later on that would help spring this man, right? So what we do know is it doesn't matter how many fucking salacious, nasty, anonymous YouTubers come on here and say whatever. Guess what? Don knows when he goes to sleep tonight and wakes up tomorrow, he's going to work. He's not going to jail. So these people are they're doing the same thing they did on the Cash Gurgan case, right? They've got it. Now, this is different, right? But they had Darian Brown on the camera. They're still going in saying that ain't Darian Brown, right? So the police got it all wrong, right? All wrong. Look here, this guy, and this guy. This guy, he taught me how to do what I did to this guy. And this guy learned how to do what he taught me from this guy. So thank you, AB. Thank you, Doug. You put me in there. Had it not been for you two and the knowledge you gave me, I would not have ever been able to bring Skirney to the forefront.
She's like,
I know that's I'm with you. She did it tonight. She pissed me off too.
Now, what you have right here is 3 creators. These are all 3 creators, and they're really seriously fucking butthurt because you can just fucking see the numbers on these guys plummeting, right? Like they don't. This guy, he never even got no numbers. He's irrelevant. But these two, this one here, he has a whole fucking 22,000 subscribers that he got from a fucking police auditing. Like, go look at his channel, right? Like, he's got 23,000 subscribers but don't get no fucking views because people already know. This guy here, like he just builds his shit off the back of missing kids, right?
He must be
and I run around just combating them. Like really, all I do is just go around and fucking clean up the bullshit that these people put out on every fucking case. Go back and look.
Only one topic. And then you hear them, oh, well, she wasn't on the internet. She didn't do that. She's not been on there for 2 months. Think about that. So you're telling me that we have to go through Cher to get all this information? Think about it. It's all about the money. Follow the money. All you want to do.
So that's enough, guys. I'm not gonna let them. I'm not gonna sit here while they tear Cher up. Like it's just, it's what little kids do, right? It's like, oh, look at Cher. She's got the toy that we all want, and she won't share. So fuck Cher, right? Remember, guys, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. I said I was gonna take the day off, but man, I'm back in this thing, man. I will see y'all later. I love y'all. Peace.